Alright, now that Stygian Onslaught's been out for, I'd say, like a good week now, I'd honestly like to give my own little review on it. I'll start with the negatives first, okay? But I think the high HP bosses are kind of insane. Like, you can definitely beat it, like, without even, like, C6ing any type of, like, 5-star or anything. Like, you definitely can, definitely. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't because some of my units that I want to use aren't really built, and so I've been doing that on the side. But yeah, the high HP that each boss has is kind of insane, especially since, you know, it's Tulpa and that dumb freaking, like, Firebird thing. Like, the guy has a bunch of resistances, Tulpa's just annoying to deal with. That's just, you know, how it is. But with the third boss that they currently have, I honestly think it's fine. I mean, if you have Skirk, it's pretty easy. Or any type of cryo unit, to be honest. Like, I feel like Ayak could probably do it pretty well. But maybe I'm just saying this because I have Escop here, and it just makes it a lot easier. Just because the cryo res just goes down by a bunch. But who knows? Next, I think not being able to have your energy all the way, like, full for your ult is kind of annoying. Like, I get it. They want it to make it harder, so it's like, oh yeah, let's just give them, you know, 0 energy to start off with. But personally, I don't know. Maybe just because I've been spoiled by Abyss. I think having the full energy is just really good. I don't think there's any, like, downside to it, really. I mean, it'll probably make your run, or may not run, but your, you know, your attempt a lot faster by maybe 10 seconds at most. Just because you don't have to spend that 10 seconds getting energy for your ult. But maybe that's just me building garbage units with, like, low E charge and praying that, you know, I can one cycle everything. Another thing that I don't really like about it is the animation whenever you, like, go into the I guess, like, the page for it. You have, like, a whole dumb slow animation that you have to wait for, which is, like, very unnecessary. With, like, Abyss, it's basically instant. Like, it does, like, the weird circle thing and then boom, you're in it. But with Onslaught, you gotta slowly pen into it, and it just feels unnecessary. Like, you already did it the first time. What's the point of, you know, seeing it again and again? I don't really get it. I mean, I think it might go away. I don't know. Maybe it's like a bug or something, but it just doesn't feel right, personally. Finally, what I think is, like, just completely stupid and just not good at all is the skins that they give you. You're beating the final mode, which I think is Fearless, but I've seen, like, Dire or something, so I don't know which, because I haven't beat Fearless yet and I don't know anything about Dire. But basically, they have these skins, right, that they give you after you beat, you know, Fearless or Dire. I don't know which one it is, but one of those two, okay? You get a skin, it's cool, right? You get a cool skin, but it only lasts until the next Onslaught comes. And so once the new one reset, or like once it resets, your skins are gone, which doesn't really make sense because you work so hard, unless you're like a whale, but you work so hard to, you know, build your characters, do the thing, and then try and get, you know, fast enough to where you beat it, right? Having it go away after a certain amount of time just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, why would you even have that as a thing? I think keeping it is cool, but then again, it might be like a money thing, right? This is just me, like, speculating. But it might be like a money thing where it's like, oh yeah, if they get to keep the skin, right? All they do is just use Fav and never switch off and like roll for new weapons for characters. Because then they'd be like, what's the point? My skin already looks cool as hell. Why would I want to do that? But I don't know. Maybe that's just me being crazy. But I do think having the skins be, you know, resettable or like you know, it goes away after a while. You know, it just doesn't really make sense. On to, you know, the good stuff about the mode. I honestly think it's good just because it's another endgame mode, you know, another free way to get gems. Can't really hate that, you know, getting gems is always good. Like, my favorite thing about it so far is that it's a better place to farm artifacts, because after, what, 3? I think you can do 3 times with condensed resin. You get 1 bonus artifact, which is so much better. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. And if you're always, you know, spending your resin on artifacts anyway, it's just better to do it here. Especially if they have, like, waves in the domain that you're doing. Doing it in Stygian is just a lot better just because, you know, it's just one boss. You kill it one time in, like, the hard difficulty, which is really easy. And then you move on by your day, right? It's like 13 seconds max, I think, for what I do. Really easy to do. Free extra artifact, you know. Probably gonna get HP and defense anyway, but, you know, bonus is great. Also, if you spend like 1.2 thousand resin in the area, you get a feather, which is for the rerolling system that they just added. Another good thing, because I don't think you can get feathers anywhere else besides Onslaught and Battle Pass. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's only 2 ways you can get it. So having the ability to get 2 feathers per patch is good because you do menacing and then the stupid resin thing, okay? Unfortunately, the third, like, if you can do it, if you can do fearless, you get three feathers, which is way better, because then once it all resets again, boom, you get another 3. So then you have 3 rerolls instead of holding on to 4. If you can do fearless, it's a lot better, because then you get 3, and that's just, you know, overall really good, because let's be honest, most artifacts turn to garbage anyway, and if you're lucky you get like 40 crit value, then wow, good for you. To be you know. Finally, I think it's just a good way to limit test your characters. I mean, I think a lot of us, I mean, not us, but a lot of people have been asking for like a way to damage test and whatnot. It's not the best way, like how ZZ does it, you know, with like their own training system, and then you just go into it, and then you could tweak around levels, what character, or like what type of enemy it is and whatnot, your energy and stuff. But I do think it's a good way, because with Abyss, you can't really damage test because you get buffs, right? Like, yes, you could change your buff to like some other thing that doesn't give you like a damage boost or whatever, but going through all of it just to get to like the final boss or something to then do like an actual damage test just doesn't feel right. And with onslaught, you kind of just go in and then boom, you're fighting the boss already. All right, no buff either, so I guess it makes it fair. And honestly, I think that's about it for all the goods and bads. There's probably more bads, but can't really think about it right now. But for the goods, I really do like how it's just another game mode that you can do. The artifact farming especially, probably my favorite thing that's come out of it so far. And I guess the feathers, because, you know, I'm all about mid-maxing. But that's about it. I mean, I really hope other people enjoy this as much as I do. Like, I think it's fine, especially since I can't clear it yet. I will clear it. I will clear it. If it's the last thing I do, okay, I will clear it before it resets. But I really do like the game mode. I think it's great. It's a good way to actually see how much damage characters do, because with something like Abyss, I don't really find it difficult in the sense that it's like, oh, you know, my characters won't ever be able to clear this, but it's just more like character dependent. I mean, that's kind of both game modes, to be honest, because with the current one, you need like a fire unit for 2 sides, and if you don't have Mavuika for one of them, I feel like your damage just shoots into the ground. But I'll find a workaround, trust me. And then with Abyss, it's more like, if you don't have like the current unit, then it's like you're gonna get cucked, okay? If you don't have the current unit, you know, it's kind of like HSR. If you don't have the current unit, it might be a bit harder, but you can still clear it with some other units, so it's fine, I guess. And I think with onslaught, you're just gambling for like the actual like boss that's easy, because like 2 of the bosses are terrible, man. Ain't nobody like Tulpa, ain't nobody like that dumb Firebird. Okay, I've went over this. That Firebird is so stupid. I don't understand why someone at Hoyoverse was like, you know what? You know what'd be funny? Let's just make a boss with extremely high resistance until you put enough pyro on him to make him lose it. All right, or to lose a chunk of it. Not even all of it. To lose a chunk. And you did it 2 times. You did it 2 times. Ah, it just seems so stupid. I don't understand the reason for it. I don't understand what was going on with their brain, but it just does not seem right. Imagine if you were to do the boss with like a Hydra unit. Well, guess what? You can't. You can't do vape. You can't do melt. You know why? Because it gets back its shield. Ah, okay, whatever. I could rant about this all day. I really could. But anyways, overall, I think Onslaught's a great game mode. If you think it's bad, I mean, I don't know, maybe rethink about it. Like, unless you're like, oh, the gem count you get is like really low, then I mean, I guess. But if you're gonna take away the fact that it can give you up to 3 feathers, maybe skin, and the fact that it's got a better way of farming artifacts, I don't know, you might want to get your, I don't know, your facts straight or something, your shit straight, I don't know, one of the 2, because I think those 3 outweigh the fact that fearless and above are probably a lot harder, especially the skins. I mean, I think that's just still stupid. But overall, I'd give Onslaught like a 8.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I think it's a good game mode. I don't really see too much wrong with it besides the HP, but then again, that could just be me being bad. I don't know, please nerf it. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's not necessarily difficult. It just has a lot of HP, right? If everyone probably had like another 30 seconds or something, everyone would probably clear it easy. Unless your characters are built like complete garbage, then I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Solid game mode. And yeah, that'll be about it, hopefully. And everyone else has like some type of same opinion as I do. I feel like what I said is pretty like standard, but yeah, that'll be about it. So see ya.